It's always a good day when you get to fly a wide-body aircraft on a short domestic flight, and here in the United States, there are many opportunities to do so. Airlines like American, Delta, and United frequently operate wide-body aircraft on high-demand routes or flights between major hub cities. Today's flight is a perfect example of the latter, as we will be flying United Airlines' newly refurbished Boeing 777-200ER on a short 2.5-hour flight between Chicago, Illinois, and Houston, Texas. As some of you may know, the 777 is my favorite aircraft, and I've had the privilege to fly it countless times throughout my life. Needless to say, I'm very excited to share this experience with you all, and I sincerely hope you enjoy it. Today's journey begins in the underground Tunnel of Lights here in Terminal 1. This tunnel connects Concourse B with the satellite Concourse C, which is where my flight will depart from today. This afternoon, I'll be on United Flight 2678 to Houston, departing from gate C20. United Airlines is the largest operator of the Boeing 777-200 and the second largest operator of the 777 overall. The airline operates 4 different cabin configurations across its 777-200 fleet, and today's flight is operated by a version 1 aircraft, which is normally used on long-haul international flights. As a matter of fact, a domestic flight like this would normally be operated by a version 2, 3, or 4, which are the high-density domestic 777s. But why isn't it, you may ask? More on that later. Anyway, as mentioned before, today's aircraft features the version 1 configuration, which has 276 seats in a 3-class layout. There are 50 seats in Polaris Business Class, 24 in Premium Plus, and 202 in Economy, with 44 of those seats being classified as Economy Plus. My seat today is 36L, which is located in one of the first rows of Standard Economy Class. Because of this, it's classified as a preferred seat. Normally, economy class seats can be reserved free of charge. However, preferred seats require an additional fee, and therefore I paid $15 to reserve this seat. These refurbished economy class seats are quite comfortable with adjustable headrests and nice padding. The seat back features a touchscreen in-flight entertainment monitor, which also has a USB port and headphone jack. Below the screen is the in-flight literature shelf that contains the safety card, Hemispheres magazine, Mileage Plus propaganda, and also an air sickness bag that I forgot. Of course, you also have a tray table and a dedicated seat pocket for your personal belongings. The legroom in these economy class seats is actually really good despite being a standard 31 inches of pitch. And also, before I forget, there are universal power outlets at the bottom of each seat. Unfortunately, these refurbished 777s do not feature individual air vents. The only things you'll find above each seat are individual reading lights, which are controlled by the entertainment screen.
Emergency, side rest will automatically inflate, and water levy, side rest attached to the aircraft that are used to the life racks. Only exits are marked.
United's in-flight entertainment system is fantastic. The system features a 2D interactive in-flight map that, while pretty basic, is very high quality and detailed. Entertainment-wise, there's a large selection of movies, TV shows, and games that will surely keep you busy even on longer flights. On the homepage, you can also briefly view your flight status and some cool metrics like altitude and speed, in addition to the in-flight map and destination info. The IFE system also controls the reading lights and call buttons, and these controls are in the bottom right corner. You can also browse news articles across a variety of genres and languages, but one article that especially caught my attention was this. You may recall that earlier in the video I mentioned that the aircraft I'm flying right now would not normally operate a domestic flight like this. Now let me explain why. Just as a disclaimer, it might get a little confusing. So, United has a fleet of 74 Boeing 777-200s. 52 of them are referred to as Legacy United because they were purchased directly by United from Boeing. The remaining 22 777s are Legacy Continental because they were inherited from Continental Airlines as a result of the 2010 merger. The main difference between the Legacy United 777s and Legacy Continental 777s are the engines. The Legacy United 777s use Pratt & Whitney PW4000 engines, while the Legacy Continental 777s are powered by General Electric GE90 engines. Now you might recall that last year all 52 Legacy United 777s were grounded following a major incident involving the PW4000 engine. Among those 52 planes were all 23 of the high-density domestic 777s. As a result of the grounding, United was forced to substitute these Legacy Continental 777s, 777-300ERs, and even 787s on routes that were normally operated by high-density 777s. Thankfully, after over a year of being grounded and at the time of making this video, all 52 Legacy United 777s are gradually returning to service, and I've covered this topic separately in other videos. That's basically what this article was talking about. All of United's aircraft feature in-flight Wi-Fi on which you can purchase internet access, send messages, and stream entertainment. Unfortunately, the internet and free messaging wasn't working on this flight, but there wasn't any use for it anyway. Aside from the 777-200ERs, this new refurbished seat design can also be found on the 787-10 and some 787-9s. I don't know if it's just me, but I found the tray table to be a little smaller than most other wide-body economy seats that I've flown in. Regardless, the table was clean and can also be extended. The snack service on this flight was the usual choice of drink, for which I had apple juice and Biscoff cookies. Compared to domestic flights in other parts of the world, this isn't great, but hey, at least it's free. In no time, we began our descent into Houston. This was actually my first time ever going to Houston, although sadly I was only connecting through the airport that day. Maybe next time. Shortly after crossing the Louisiana-Texas border, we approached Houston from the northeast before making a big right turn and coming straight into land on runway 26 left.
Houston, where the local time is 3:11 p.m.
I don't even know why, but I always jump at any opportunity I get to fly on the United 777s. Today's flight from Chicago to Houston was great, and there's not much I can really criticize United on. The refurbished 777-200 economy class is very comfortable, with great legroom and amenities. I can definitely say that even on longer flights to Europe, Asia, or South America, this seat is perfectly bearable. Overall, a job well done by United today. Thank you very much for joining me today. Unfortunately, I only have 30 minutes here in Houston before I catch my next flight up to Dallas. That video should be out next week, so please consider subscribing so you don't miss it. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed and comment with any questions or feedback. That's all for today, folks, so please take care, and I'll see you next time.